Episode 6 just completely fractured the two most important leaders left in the township. But if you think the brutal clash between Boyd and Jade is just regular survival stress, you are missing the most terrifying detail hidden in plain sight. With Jim gone, the town is no longer just hunting the survivors physically, it's actively separating its two masterminds. The entity isn't trying to hide from them anymore. It is forcing Boyd into madness and driving Jade into a manic obsession, because it knows that if these two actually pool their resources, the secrets of the caves and the lighthouse will finally fall. Here is the absolute proof that their fight in Episode 6 was completely orchestrated by the town.
Chapter 1. Jade's Obsession. Let's analyze the code behind Jade's descent. Jade's entire survival mechanism relies entirely on his hyper-logical mind. He treats the township like a giant software anomaly that can be patched if he just finds the right line of code. But look closely at the trailer clips. His obsession with the symbol has officially reached a dangerous tipping point. By forcing Jade to hyper-focus on abstract logic, the entity is effectively erasing his humanity from the equation. He is no longer trying to save people. He is trying to solve a puzzle, reducing human lives to mere data points. And that is exactly what the system wants, because a hard drive can always be corrupted.
Chapter 2. Boyd's Struggle. Now contrast that abstract data with the absolute madness dragging Boyd under. While Jade is lost in the clouds of logic, Boyd is being crushed by pure, raw psychological pressure. The trailer hints that his military discipline is shattering because the town is rewriting his reality. The visions, the whispers, the ghosts of his past, they are designed to force him into erratic physical actions. When Boyd screams at Jade in the preview, it's a literal death sentence for their dynamic. Boyd can't comprehend Jade's abstract symbols, and Jade has zero patience for Boyd's trauma. The structure holding the township's leadership together is completely shattering.
Chapter 3. The Two Keys. This brings us right back to the definitive theory we established before this trailer even dropped, the theory of the two keys. Remember our last breakdown about the terrifying truth of the trap? The entity knows that neither Jade nor Boyd can rewrite this nightmare alone. Boyd carries the physical burden of leadership, while Jade holds the logic required to decrypt the puzzle. They are quite literally two halves of the exact same key. By creating a massive wedge between them in Episode 6, the trailer proves our theory 100% right. If the two halves refuse to turn together, the lock stays closed forever. It is the ultimate psychological division.
Chapter 4. Anatomy of the Trap. Look at the anatomy of this system based on the new footage. The town doesn't need to build physical walls or unleash monsters to contain them anymore. It has successfully turned their own minds into weapons against each other. Every time Jade tries to solve a puzzle, he isolates his humanity. Every time Boyd tries to protect someone, he drives himself further into madness. They are actively running inside iteration loops, blindly repeating the same catastrophic mistakes of the leaders who came before them, perfectly acting out the town's pre-written script.
Chapter 5. The Ultimate Victory. If Boyd and Jade do not realize that their anger is a coded input from the entity, then Episode 6 won't just be a breakdown, it will be the final setup for the town's total victory. The system wins the exact second they stop talking. The question isn't whether they survive the monsters, but what survives of their minds. Is Jade pushing too hard into the code, or is Boyd completely losing his grip on reality? Let us know your theories in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe to the BrainerFlix Network, because next week the script burns and we will be here to analyze the ashes.